Hi everybody, today we are doing what's called an acrylic pour, and I'll show you the colors that I'm using. We had a friend of the channel suggest colors. I asked what colors did you guys want to see, and she said, Maggie said yellow, blue, and pink. And so I've got yellow, I've got cadmium yellow, light hue, cerulean blue hue, and naphthol crimson. And I'm going to make our pink out of this with white, because that's how we make pink, is red and white. And so I will show you here at the table how we're going to start. Okay, we're going to take 4 cups. 1 cup will be for our yellow, 1 cup will be for our blue, and 1 for our pink. And then the 4th cup is going to be our pouring cup. And so this cup, we will mix all of the other colors and pour them into layers in here, and then we're going to put it onto our canvas. So we're going to start with these here. Now I need paint, and I also need another supply. This is called Floetrol. You can just get it at your big box hardware store like Lowe's or Home Depot, or probably even a paint center. This huge gallon bottle I think was in the neighborhood of $10 or so, and so it's not terribly expensive at all. If you can get a smaller bottle, by all means grab a smaller bottle. I know that they sell smaller bottles on Amazon, but since I do a lot of this, I've got the gallon size. So we're going to start by mixing some paint. Let's see. I'm going to mix the red and white for our pink. That looks good. We need some white in there. Just gonna mix up this pink. I want to make sure that I get it all mixed in. And then when I put in the Floetrol, that'll help too. But as best I can. Okay. Then we'll get some blue paint going. So you know what? I'm going to add a 5th cup because I want to add some white into this. Okay, I'm just putting some white paint in here. And now I'm going to add a little bit of this Floetrol into each of the cups. Okay. And now I'm gonna put a stir stick in each one. We're gonna stir them up. Now this is our white paint in our Floetrol. And then our cerulean. This one's mixing up a little bit thicker. I want you to be able to see, but the more we mix, we'll get the right consistency. We might have to add a little bit of water to this one just to thin it out enough. See, because as I mix it more, it gets a lot better texture. Okay, now our yellow. And that's a little bit too thick, so we're gonna add some water to these. And not too much. I've just got a mason jar, and I'm just gonna add maybe a teaspoon of water and mix it up. Needs to be a little bit more because it needs to be fluid. So maybe another teaspoon. So I would say you're working with probably about 2 tablespoons of paint and 2 tablespoons of Floetrol. And for this one, we might have to do some 3 teaspoons of water. No, I think we're good. Because we want it to be like kind of the texture of heavy cream when you pour it out into a bottle, or when you pour the heavy cream out into the mixer or wherever you're putting it. So let's start with 2 teaspoons here, because I know this one was thicker. And this one had some texture issues before, so I know that it's going to have a little bit of texture issues just with mixing in the blue. Some paints are just kind of funny depending on pigments, because a lot of pigments come from natural sources, and so a lot of things can vary by brand or by color. You just have to kind of go by look and feel. And so this seems a little bit, just a titch thick, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water. That was probably a quarter teaspoon. Okay. I think that's flowing better now. Let's check out our white. I think our white is fine without, and that's because this was a craft paint and not a heavy-bodied acrylic. And so your heavy-bodied acrylics are going to need more water. Now the pink is going to be interesting because we have a craft paint mixed with a heavy-bodied acrylic. And so I think that craft paint thinned it out enough that we are going to be good. Okay, I'm going to bring you guys closer while we, actually, I'll just leave it right here while we mix. Okie doke, let's start. Some white. And then some red, or some pink. And then, should we go blue? And then yellow. And now these, of course, are primary colors because they are red, yellow, and blue. So then I'm gonna put some more white. And then we're gonna go opposite. Let's do blue and then yellow and then red. Let's do blue and then yellow. Red. Do some more white. And then let's do yellow. Blue. Actually, let's go yellow, pink. Blue. And white. Finish out the white. Okay. Now we'll bring it in closer so we can see how this all comes about. Okay. I'm gonna put you right here. And I'm gonna pour it. What I'm gonna do, so you can see better, is I'm going to put the canvas. I'm using a 12 by 12 canvas. It is about a 1/2 inch deep and 12 inches by 12 inches. And so I'm going to take it. Let's see. Let me angle it so you can see better. Okay. I'm going to take this and put it over the top like that, and then I'm gonna flip it and put it down and make sure all of my little stands are good. And then I'm gonna have my assistant help me, and he's gonna lift it. Cool. Okay, now.
Good job.
Thanks, bud. Now what we're gonna do is I'm going to do this. We're going to do this. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit so you can see exactly what I do. Okay, so I'm going to kind of help this paint move about because we want it to cover and actually go over those edges. So now we're going to come back down this way. I think I like these oranges that are coming through, the oranges and the greens, so I'm going to let this continue to drip. Let's see, what do you think, Helper? Which part of it do you like best?
I like this green part over there.
Okay, so should we, he likes this green part at the top, and so we're going to take some of our orange down below and we're going to let that drip off, so then more of this green can come through for him. Okay, do you like that?
Yeah.
You happy with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm just going to take a finger here and pick up some of our paint to just kind of go over this little corner that didn't quite get covered in paint. And then I'm going to do the same over here on this corner. And that's just so that all blends in. Because this is canvas, it's going to need all of the sides covered. So I just want to make sure that we've got everything covered.
Is that corner covered?
Yeah, that's what I was checking. I think we've got all of our corners covered now. Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. Okay, there's a big shot of it. Oh, something I didn't mention is this is just a large kind of flat tote that we're using here. And that's what I use as kind of a paint catcher. And so, I'll give you some detailed shots of it. And then over here on the left, cool color. So there you have it. That is an acrylic pour, super simple, a little bit messy, but I think it's worth the mess because it turns out really super fun. Did you have fun, Helper?
Yes.
A lot of fun?
Yes.
Okay, see you guys next time.
Bye.
And here is our finished result. This is the canvas dry now, and you can see all of the beautiful colors and the combinations and swirls. The one thing I love about acrylic pouring is no two are the same. You can use the same colors in different panels or canvases, but no two are going to come out exactly the same. And so it's kind of like people. Everything is made individually and unique, and they all turn out really pretty. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and hit that subscribe button right down there in the bottom right corner, and hit the bell button if you want to receive notifications for when I post weekly videos. I'd love to hear from you. Please comment below if you have any questions or ideas for videos that you would like to see in the future. Have a great day.